Hello students, in our online classes we learned so many properties of square numbers. Okay student, in page number 93, one important property we learned. With this property we can easily find numbers between square numbers. How we can find? Between n square and n plus 1 square there are two n numbers. For example, if you have to find numbers between this 100 square and 101 square, so there is a formula is how we can find between n square and n plus 1 square there are two n numbers. As you can see here student, between these two consecutive numbers n plus 1, n is the smallest number. So in this example 100 square and 101 square, which number is your smaller? Yes, 100 is your smaller number. So here n is your 100 and n plus 1 is your 101. So how we can find numbers between these two numbers? By using this formula 2n, and for this example the value of n is your 100. So 2n, it means 2 into 100, and when we multiply we will get 200. It means between this 100 square and 101 square there are 200 numbers. This one is the very important formula and shortcut method also for finding numbers between two consecutive squares of numbers. Another important property is, which is given in page number 94, the sum of first n odd numbers is n square. Let's see with example. As we know student, here finding the sum of odd numbers. As we know, first odd number is your 1, and 1 can be written as 1 square, and when we add next odd number with this one, it means when we add 1 plus 3, what we will get? We will get 4, and 4 can be written as 2 square. If we add one more odd number, let's see what we can find. 1 plus 3 plus 5. 5 plus 3, 8, and 8 plus 1 equal 9. And we know 9 is the square of 3. So 9 can be written as 3 square. As you can see here student, when we add only one odd number, we can write as 1 square. When we add two odd number, consecutive two odd numbers, we can write as 2 square. And when we add three consecutive odd numbers, 1, 2, 3, then addition will be your 3 square. It means this addition is depending upon this n square. Okay. Let's see one more addition. Now we are adding here 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus, after 5 which odd number will come? Yes, 7. Let's see what we will get. 1 plus 3, 4, 4 plus 5, 9, and 9 plus 7 we will get 16, and 16 can be written as 4 square. Here we are adding 4 odd numbers. So student, if we have to add larger number of odd numbers, so no need to add numbers together. Directly we can write number of odd numbers is here 4. So how we are writing here 4 square. So similarly for further also we can write the same. For example, suppose we have to add 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus, after 7 which odd number will come? 9 plus 11. As you can see here student, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are adding here 6 odd numbers. So no need to add all these numbers. Directly we can write 6 square, and 6 square will be your 36. Now you can check your answer by adding all these numbers. Definitely you will get 36. So student, now look at this statement once again. The sum of first n odd numbers is n square. It means always we will start our addition from 1. First n odd numbers. Okay, this one is the very important statement student, and with the help of this formula we can easily find the addition of first n odd numbers. Now we will learn Another method of finding the given number is a square number or not, and that method is given your page number 94, and the name of that method is successive subtraction method. Let's see how we can apply this method and how we can check with the help of this method given number is a square number or not. Let's take one example. I am taking here 25. You know student, 25 is a square number. Why? Because we can write 25 as 5 square. But with the help of this method, now we will check given number is a square number or not. For that, we will start our solution from this number only, 25. As name suggests student, successive subtraction. It means we will subtract odd numbers from 1 from this given number 25. So as we know, your first odd number is 1. So in first step, we will subtract 1 from this 25. What we will get? Yes, we will get 24. In step number 2, now we will subtract after 1, which odd number will come? Yes, 3. Now we will subtract 3 from this 24. Since our answer is 24, so we will subtract 3 from this 24. What we will get? Yes, we will get our subtraction will be 21. Similarly, we will proceed same process. Third step. Now we will subtract after 3, which odd number will come? 5. 21 minus 5. What we will get student? Yes, 16. Step number 4. 16 minus after 5, which odd number will come? Yes, 7. Yes, our answer will be 9. And next step. 9 minus after 7, which odd number will come? 9, which is equals to 0. As you can see here student, in fifth step we are getting a subtraction as 0, and this 0 shows that the given number is a square number. It means when we are using this process and you are getting 0, this indicates that given number is a square number. And as you can see here student, in fifth step you are getting remainder as 0, and 25, as we know 25 is a square of 5. So with the help of this steps also we can easily find the given number is square of which number. In fifth step we are getting 0, so 25 is a square of 5. We can apply this process for another number also. So let's start. Now I am taking another example. I am taking here now 38. Let's see 38 is a square number or not. As we know student, 38 is not a square number. Now we are checking this process is working for 38 or not. First step, 38 minus 1, we will get 37. Second step, 37 after 1 odd number 3. What we will get? We will get 34. Third step, 34 minus after 3, which odd number will come? 5. 34 minus 5, we will get 29. Fourth step, 29 minus 7. Yes, what we will get? We will get 22. And then fifth step, 22 minus 9. And 22 minus 9, we will get 13. Sixth step, 13 minus after 9, which odd number will come? Yes, 11, and we will get 2. And seventh step, here your number is 2, and after 11, which odd number will come? 13. What we will get? Minus 11. As you can see here student, first you are getting positive numbers, and after that now you are getting your negative integer, but we are not getting here 0. Since we are not getting here 0, this indicates that 38 is not a square number. It means when you are using this process, if you are getting 0, then only given number is a square number, otherwise given number will not be a square number. Okay student? Next important property is given in page number 94 again, a sum of consecutive natural numbers. A sum of consecutive natural numbers. Let's take one example, 3 square. As we know student, square of 3 is your 9 and 9 can be written as sum of consecutive natural numbers and numbers will be 4 and 5. When you add this 4 plus 5, you will get 9 and 9 is the square of 3. And these 4 and 5 are two consecutive natural numbers and we are adding here. So this shows that sum of consecutive natural numbers. So student, now question is how we can find these numbers, consecutive numbers. For that there is one more formula you can apply. As you can see here student, your starting number is 3 square. Just you have to use this formula, 3 square minus 1 upon 2 and 3 square plus 1 upon 2. With the help of this formula you can easily find consecutive natural numbers. Let's solve this. 3 square it means 9 minus 1 upon 2. 9 minus 1 it means 8 upon 2. And when you cancel out this, you will get 4. Okay student? Now you can easily find the first natural number. Similarly, we will simplify this. 3 square it means 9 plus 1 upon 2. 9 plus 1 it means 10 upon 2. And 10 upon 2 it means 5. No need to find second one also. If your first number is 4, definitely your next number will be next consecutive natural number. It means 5. After 4, which number will come? 5. If you find first, then you can easily find next one. Okay. Let's take one more example. Next is your suppose 7 square. As we know, 7 square is equals to 49. Now you have to think how we can represent this 7 square, a sum of consecutive natural numbers. For that again we will apply the same formula. Okay, 7 square minus 1 upon 2. No need to simplify second one. We can easily find 7 square it means 49 minus 1 upon 2. 49 minus 1 it means 48 upon 2. And when you cancel out this, you will get 24. So 24 and after 24 which number will come? 25. And when you add this 24 and 25 you will get 49 and 49 can be written as 7 square. So student, with the help of this technique you can represent any square of any number in the sum of consecutive natural numbers. Next important property is which is given in page number 95, product of two consecutive even or odd natural numbers. Okay student, how we can find the product of two consecutive even or odd natural numbers in easiest way. Let's take one example, 11 into 13. I am taking here odd numbers. As we know, 11 and 13 are two consecutive odd natural numbers. After 11, which odd number will come? Yes, 13. And how we can find this product in easy manner? Student, which number will come between this 11 and 13? Yes, 12. So, product of this number will equals to 12 square minus 1. Let's check this. First we will multiply this and we will simplify this. We will see left hand side is equals to right hand side or not. 13 ones are 13, 3, 1 carry. 13 ones are 3 and 1 we will get 143. Let's simplify left hand side also. 12 square as we know 144. 144 minus 1 what we will get? 143. As you can see here student, here left hand side is equals to right hand side. It means this formula is working. So we can apply this formula for larger number also. Okay, let's take larger number. Again I am taking here odd numbers. 55 into 57. And between this 55 and 57, which even number will come? Yes, 56 square minus 1. And when you multiply this and when you simplify this, you will get the same answer. And this is working for even numbers also. Let's take even number. 44 into 46 equals to, now here both the numbers are even, so between this 44 and 46 which odd number will come? Yes, 45. So 44 into 46 will equals to 45 square minus 1. So we can easily show product of two consecutive even and odd natural numbers by using this method. Student, so many interesting patterns is also given in page number 95. How we can simplify this pattern? As you can see here, page number 95, 1, 2 or 3 steps will given, and after seeing that one, first, second and third step, you have to complete the fourth or fifth step, where very interesting patterns are given in page number 95. So try to solve this, and you have to solve. Try these questions which is given in page number 94, 95. All these questions you have to solve. Okay student, thank you.